Planning to have a baby in Singapore? You might be missing out on thousands of dollars in government support just because you didn't know it existed. In this video, I'll walk you through the baby bonus scheme, what it is, how it works, and most importantly, how to use it to support your growing family. Hi, I'm Fer from Dollar Bureau, a personal finance platform that talks about insurance, investments, and financial planning. Alright, so what exactly is the baby bonus scheme? At its core, it's a government program that helps parents like yourself manage the cost of raising children in expensive Singapore. It's not just a one time payout, it's a mix of cash gifts and saving incentives that roll out across the early years of your child's life. There are multiple components. First, you have the baby bonus cash gift. This is the set amount of money that the government gives you, but instead of getting it all at once, it's paid in stages. So you'll receive installments over time, starting from the moment your baby is born and continuing until they're about 6.5 years old. If it's your first or second child, you'll receive a total of $11,000 each. From your third child onwards, the total goes up to $13,000 each. Here's a table to show you how much and when you'll receive the baby bonus scheme, so make sure to pause the video. This money is deposited into what's called a Child Savings Account or CSA, which is newly added in 2024. More on that in a minute. The second component is the First Step Grant. Your first and second child will receive $5,000 each, while your third child onwards will receive $10,000 each. The First Step Grant will automatically be deposited when you open the Child Development Account for your child at any of the following banks: the DBS, OCBC, or UOB. This brings us to the next component, the Child Development Account, also known as the CDA. Now, this is where it gets interesting. The CDA isn't just another savings account. Once it's open, the government gives your child the First Step Grant. On top of that, for every dollar you deposit into the CDA, the government matches it up to a certain limit depending on how many children you have. So if you put in $4,000, they will match that with another $4,000, and that's $8,000. Add in the $5,000 grant and you have about $13,000 available in that account. Here are the limits to the one-for-one matching done by the government. It's basically like getting bonus money just for saving, and you get to decide how and when to use it. Next, I've got to address the difference between the CSA and the CDA, because this is where a lot of parents get confused, and understandably so. The CSA and the CDA sound similar, but they're actually designed for very different purposes. So let's start with the Child Development Account. This one is a bit more structured, and it was the default account where all the funds were deposited into. The money in the Child Development Account can only be used at approved institutions. That means it's meant for specific child-related expenses, things like preschool fees, medical visits, vaccinations, eye checkups, and even special education services if needed. So it's limited to use for essential stuff for your child. And this is also where you get your one-for-one matching. Next is the CSA, which stands for the Child Savings Account. This is a new addition to the baby bonus scheme and was introduced in July 2024. When you open a child development account, a CSA is automatically opened for you. And what goes into this account? The baby bonus cash gift. And here's the beauty of it: you can use the funds however you want to. There are absolutely no restrictions, no approved list of users. So whether you need to buy baby gear, cover milk formula costs, pay for a new crib, or even just park the money into a savings plan for your child's future, the choice is yours. But if you want to get the one-for-one matching, the CSA does not offer this. In short, the CSA gives you a complete flexibility, while the CDA comes with restrictions. But in return, you get that generous dollar for dollar co-matching from the government. Here's a tip that many new parents tend to miss. If you don't need to use the full baby bonus cash gift right away, consider transferring a portion of it into your child's CDA. That way, you'll unlock the matching benefit, which basically means that you're turning free money into even more free money. Okay, so what can you actually use the baby bonus scheme funds for? Let's dig a bit deeper. Starting with the CSA. So this is your free spending pot. You can use it for anything that supports your child, from practical daily expenses like perhaps diapers and baby food to bigger investments like a baby monitor or even education savings. There's no restrictions, it's your call. The CDA, however, is where you want to be more intentional. Since the funds can only be used at government-approved institutions, it's perfect for planned essential expenses. That includes things like preschool and childcare fees, early intervention programs, vaccinations, checkups at polyclinics, or private pediatricians. Even spectacles or assistive technology devices can be used with the CDA. It's a whole topic on its own. I'll be covering it in another video, so be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon. Now, who qualifies for the baby bonus scheme? To benefit from the baby bonus scheme, you must be married and your child must be a Singaporean citizen. If your baby is born in Singapore, this usually happens automatically. But if your child is born overseas, you'll need to register them as a citizen. While the scheme generally favors married parents, there are options for single parents too, especially single moms. While they may not receive the full cash gift, the CDA is still available, which is a huge help. Adoptive parents are also eligible once the adoption is legally completed. And if you're unmarried at the time of your child's birth but later tied the knot, you can still apply as long as it's done before your child turns 12. Even if you're based overseas, you are not left out. As long as your child becomes a Singaporean citizen before their second birthday, they can receive the cash gift. For the CDA benefits, the cutoff age is 12. So no matter where you are or what your family structure looks like, there's usually a path to qualify. It's just about applying on time. Okay, the next question is, do you actually apply for the baby bonus scheme before or after your baby is born? Here's something that surprises a lot of parents. You can actually apply for the baby bonus scheme even before your baby arrives. You're allowed to apply as early as 8 weeks before your estimated due date, which gives you a head start so that once your child is born, your paperwork's already done and that the benefits can just start rolling in, right? But if you rather wait until the birth, that's totally fine too. Just be sure to submit your application before your baby turns 12 months old. For those of you living overseas, your timeline starts only after your child has been granted Singaporean citizenship. So don't delay the process if you're planning to apply. Next, how do you register for the baby bonus scheme? First, you need to prepare a few basic documents, things like your NRIC or passport, your child's birth certificate, your marriage certificate, and your bank account details for receiving the funds. Then, from July 2024 onwards, all applications will go through the Live SG app. It's a centralized mobile-friendly platform that allows you to submit everything in one portal and of course track your application status. I've included a link in the description below. Once you've applied, make sure your baby's birth is officially registered. This can be done at the hospital or through the Immigrations and Checkpoint Authority, depending on where the birth took place. And don't forget to open the child development account because that's where your co-matching dollars and your first step grant will go. Another question that I get asked frequently is that are there other support schemes apart from the baby bonus scheme that you should know about? Absolutely, the baby bonus scheme, while generous, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. You've also got the Medisave maternity package, which lets you tap into your Medisave for delivery costs, postnatal care, and even some prenatal checkups. There are also childcare subsidies available to all Singaporean children that help make preschool and early education more affordable. And if your child is school going, there's financial assistance available for school fees, books, uniforms, and more. Now, if you're looking to hire a domestic helper to assist with caregiving, you might qualify for a concessionary maid levy rate too. And let's not forget the parenthood tax rebate, a one-time rebate that reduces your personal income tax burden, available to married, divorced, or widowed parents of Singaporean kids. All of these benefits are designed to work together, creating a more supportive environment as your child grows. Okay, what happens to the baby bonus scheme if the family situation changes? Sometimes life doesn't go as planned. So what happens if parents divorce or if in the most unfortunate scenario a child passes away? In the case of a divorce, the baby bonus scheme doesn't just disappear. The parent who has legal custody of the child will continue to manage the child development account and any outstanding cash will still be distributed as scheduled. If a child passes away, the CDA funds will be handled according to estate laws, and any future baby bonus payments will then stop. When does the baby bonus scheme funds expire? So there's no need to rush to spend the funds, but there is a timeline that you should definitely be aware of. CDA funds must be used by 31st December of the year your child turns 12. After that, any remaining amount gets transferred to the PSEA, also known as your post-secondary education account. That account can be used until your child turns 30 for things like polytechnic or university fees. So even if you don't need to use the CDA money right away, it continues to support your child's future education. So here's the takeaway. Start early. If you're eligible, apply before the baby arrives so that everything is set up in time. Use the CSA for everyday flexibility and the CDA for bigger planned expenses, especially where you can tap into the government's matching benefits. Make sure your documents are in order and that your application is submitted on time. And if you're not sure how to maximize the scheme, don't worry, you're not alone. A good financial advisor can help you make sense of all the moving parts and build a plan that fits your family's needs. If you want to learn more about the baby bonus scheme, you can speak with one of our financial advisors for free. I'll include the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more practical financial tips. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.